So today, I know I look like hell, but who cares, right? My hair. Today I'm doing chamomile enema. Why? Because I have IBS. I do BS. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Some people have it and they have like diarrhea constantly. I mainly have like cramping. Cramp. So, all you do, again, organic chamomile, which I showed in one of my other videos. Organic chamomile, put it in the same type of thing that you're doing your, making your coffee. If you use the boiling method where you just boil your coffee on the stove in a big pot and then filter it out, do the same thing with your chamomile. Put the chamomile in and then boil it about 15 minutes and then filter it out. And that's it. Always make sure that your coffee or your chamomile or whatever you're putting into your enema is warm, room temperature, not going to burn you, because some people don't think about that. They make their coffee and they rush it to the bathroom and they put it in their enema bag, and they are in for a severe surprise because they're probably going to pass out. I would imagine the pain from that would probably knock you out. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But I was actually helping someone, and through the door, like I said, and like telling them, do this, and then, make sure you put, usually if I am going to do one straight from the pot to the bathroom, let's say I'm really sick and I'm not prepared ahead of time like I usually am, what I would do is, if I'm bringing in hot liquid, the first thing I would do is put probably about this size amount. This is just, I'm cleaning it from the chamomile. Probably this size amount of very cold water would be the first thing that went into my enema bag. Because you don't want to put the hot stuff in first, because then it's going to travel down the tubing and you are definitely going to get hurt. So I usually, if I'm coming straight from boiling my coffee or anything, I would probably put in like this much of really cold water and then put in the hot stuff, because like I said, if you put the hot stuff in first, it's going to start filling up your tubing and you're going to have boiling or very hot coffee or chamomile or whatever you're doing, and you're going to get hurt. So you don't want to get hurt. So always make sure you take care of yourself. Don't rush. I think it's when you're rushing. The person that I was helping, of course, they were very nervous, also embarrassed, because, the bathroom stuff is a private thing. Some people are very shy. I mean, we're all shy, but, some people, they don't want you in there. So I just talk through the door. Do this, do that, then do this, do that, but always make sure you are not putting anything too hot in there, because I would imagine you'd be like fainting from that, because that's, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Boy, that would be terrible. That would really be terrible.
Would it be funny if whoever the talker decided that he hates his neighbor, he wants to name Steve?
I always get bothered. Okay, I'm back. So one thing I noticed when you're doing the chamomile is that, you know how you put some in and then you have to stop it, take a break, kind of thing like that. Usually go to the bathroom and then reinsert the tube. After doing the chamomile, I find that I don't have any trouble. Like, it just, if I had a long enough tube, it would probably come out because everything's so relaxed. I know that's really gross. Hey, I gotta put it, don't hear those noises. There's a noise in the back. So yes, one thing I don't think you need to hear is when I'm sitting on the toilet and stuff is coming out. You don't need to hear that. So that's why I don't want to hear that. But anyway, as I was trying to say, the chamomile, I've noticed that, okay, so you start off, you insert your tubing, you do the have some chamomile tea, pinkies out, and then you have to stop because you need to go to the bathroom. So the next time you insert the tube, you will feel a difference. I felt like I was just kidding before. Usually it kind of hangs up. You can feel that it hangs up in there. There's no hanging up because why? Your intestines are relaxed. Just like chamomile relaxes your body, when you're putting it in your enema, it actually relaxes your intestines. So this time I did just full chamomile. And then because I was making a video showing how to make the chamomile, I also put chamomile in my coffee enema stuff. So I had both. First I did just straight chamomile, and then I did my regular coffee. But honestly, if you have irritable bowel or any kind of intestinal disorder, the chamomile, the cramping, it will help those cramps. It will relax your intestines. So if you're like laying in bed with terrible cramps, just make some chamomile and do it. You know, don't worry about anything, how disgusting it sounds or whatever. People got to get over that, you know? You just have to take care of yourself and stop thinking about things like that it's gross. Because when I first heard of when my friends from New Zealand told me about doing this, I thought, this is just crazy. This is crazy. But I was dying, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'll try anything. I don't want to die. So I tried it. And the more I did it and the more research I've done, I found that there are so many people who do this, not just coffee enemas, but just daily enemas to keep their systems clear. Just water. People just do water. I don't know what water is going to do for them except just clean them or, you know, keep their intestines from becoming full, I guess. I don't know. But they sell shower attachments. This seems a little unsafe to me, the shower attachments. They sell shower attachments that you screw off, like, you know, the sprinkle bar, the handheld shower thing. You would take that off and you would put the handheld enema attachment onto your shower attachment. Depending on your water pressure and everything, I don't know. It just seems like there could be some danger in there. You know, your systems are meant for everything to flow down. If that water pressure is too high going up, there could be some problems. So, I don't know. I think if anybody's doing the shower attachment thing, I think they really should know exactly what they're doing and not have their water pressure up high. And there's just so much to that could really turn out bad. So, I don't know. That worries me a little bit when I saw that. But yeah, I've done a lot of research, and definitely the shower thing makes me feel worried. I actually know somebody who does it, and that's why I looked it up. And just the thought of everything that could go wrong in my brain, you know, I think about it. Anyway, so if you have IBS or any intestinal thing or cramps, try the chamomile. I use organic always because you don't want to be putting chemicals. Your intestines, anything you put in your intestines goes straight to your bloodstream. So that means if you're doing something that has chemicals, you know, it's going to go straight to your bloodstreams. And stream. I did research. Do you know who the Mayans are? The Mayans actually did coffee enemas way back then. I mean, it is documented. And they also did drugs in their butt because they knew that it would take effect quicker and they would have a better trip. They did hallucinogenics in their bum. Yeah, that's what I found out when I was doing research. And you know when I found it out? I was helping my son like 3 years ago, maybe 2, he was doing a report and we were doing research on the Mayans. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. But yeah, they actually did drugs anally, the Mayans. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, as I was saying, chamomile, yes. And if you want, if you do the coffee enemas, you can just put a little bit of chamomile in when you're boiling your coffee. This way, you're always having the relaxing and the coffee. And if you've already done the coffee enemas, you know it doesn't give you cramps like a regular Fleet enema gives you, because the Fleet enema is soap. And so the soap is going to give you cramping and diarrhea later, whereas a coffee enema and chamomile enemas, they don't give you diarrhea later, and they don't make you have cramps later, because it's just how it works. So yeah, that's another thing. People think if they take an enema, they're going to end up with diarrhea all day. Sure, if they do a Fleet one, yeah, that's its purpose. The soap is going to work on their system and make them sick and make them have diarrhea. But with the coffee or the chamomile, you don't get, diarrhea and sickness, nausea. So yeah, I was shocked to find out that, let's say I do an enema right now, like I did, either tonight, I could go to the bathroom and have a regular bowel movement, no diarrhea, just regular. So the coffee enema just works different than a Fleet enema. It's a cleansing, detoxing thing, but, then you go to the bathroom just like regular, it's the same night, if that's how your body works. So I think that says a lot about it, actually, Alrighty, I don't want to drag this out. I just, I want you to know that there's so many things you can do to help yourself. And chamomile sounds crazy, but if you do one, right, do this little mental check. So you put in your enema tube, right, before you do any enema. And then you do your chamomile. Then you have to go, you're going to have to reinsert your tube to do the rest of your chamomile or your coffee, whatever. You'll notice that the second insert is just like, you can tell that everything is relaxed, because it does not, I swear, it went in like I said, if it was long enough, it would have came out my mouth. It was just like, whee! Oh God, I'm nuts. Anyway, I know, I cut my bangs. I'm getting ready to get in the shower. It's not that I didn't care what I looked like today. It's that I knew almost always after I do my enemas, I take a shower. Sometimes I don't, because I'm going to go to work. And when I go to work, that means I got to go clean. So I'm not worried about being perfectly fresh as a daisy, because I'm going to go work my butt off cleaning somebody's house. So, yeah. So, but most of the time I do. I take a shower, and my hair is getting long again. I don't know if you remember, but my hair used to be down to here, and I had gotten an infection in my brain, and I cut my hair. While I was having a very high fever, I cut my hair, and I just cut one side. It was real short on one side, so I went to a salon, and they evened it out for me. So, you couldn't see the big chunk. So, but it's finally starting to grow again. It's good enough here, but I mean, it would have been really long if I didn't do that to it, so. Oh well, that's called encephalitis. It's a brain infection. It's great. It's wonderful to be dying and have so much fun with your sickness. You never know what you're going to get. Hopefully, I don't die. I don't want to die. I mean, if I die, I die. I won't even know what's happening, so it won't be a big deal, but I really don't want to. Nobody wants to die. We all want to stick around as long as possible and have a halfway decent life. So, I have got 10 minutes to shower, get dressed, and take my son to the doctor's because he's sick. So, see you soon. Thanks for watching. Try the chamomile. Let me know how it goes. Goodbye. Yes, you can tell me I'm crazy. It's all right. I have been told by my family that I'm a little bit crazy, mainly because I meow like a cat. I sing like a cat. I meow around the house. Whatever. I'm happy, so, do what I gotta do.